Come on, kid. Let's take a look around this joint before we hit the sack. Might find something useful. Oh, look at this. It's like Christmas. Something back there. Oh, these look serious. Come on. Is that Victor? Hey.
Fancy meeting you here, friend.
Yeah, it's good to see you again, Victor.
Yep. This is getting mighty embarrassing. People gonna start to talk.
How'd you get here?
Just rolling along on my spurs. Looks like I just might make it to New Vegas after all.
Hey, you see what happened here?
Yep. Guess it's just down to you and Fancy Pants. I wouldn't worry about him. He looks all hat and no cattle, if you ask me.
Yeah. You didn't happen to see Benny this way, did you?
Fancy Pants? No, I ain't seen hide nor hair of him since the tussle in Good Springs. I'm sure he ran back to the soft living of New Vegas, though.
Alright. I'll catch you on the strip, kid.
Look me up when you get to New Vegas. I'll buy the first round.
Yeah, I'll take you up on that offer. That's really weird, isn't it? I don't know why that robot's following me, but he's been following me ever since Good Springs. It's not good. Oh, look at that. Military knife. Let's go back to their old hideout. It's a little bit more secure than these places. Oh, looks like an espresso machine. Alright. This joint's already cleaned out. I'm hitting there. Oh god. Ooh. Jeez, my head feels terrible. Yeah, it is and stuff. good. These mooks drank all the whiskey. Alright. Let's hit the road, Jack. As you were, soldiers. Come on, Boone. Private,
Thanks for the rescue.
anytime. Stay safe out there. How you doing, Private?
Man, I thought I was dead for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. We all gotta go sometime, eh, kid? Anyway, you hang in there. Come on, Lieutenant. We need to move out. Hey, we gotta get you some combat armor if we're gonna sell them on this whole charade at the train station. Don't worry, I'll do the talking. Better at it than you anyway. Yeah, so that's the fort, eh? Bastard Caesar. Oh, it's like Christmas time. Look at that, kid. Come on. Got some snacks for the road. I never asked you, you ever been to Vegas, kid? Hell of a town. Always has been, always will be. I wouldn't be surprised if it hasn't changed one bit since I've been there last. Great town. The only town on earth like that. Is even more true today. Alright, like I said, just let me do the talking here. Hello there.
Welcome to the 188 Slop and Shop. How can I help you?
Who are you?
Name's Michelle. My dad and me run this store. His name's Samuel. I take the day shift and he takes nights. We came here about a month ago when Prim went to hell on account of the prison break north of there. Found a bin to call home and set up shop.
Why'd you settle in this dump?
There's more to the 188 than meets the eye. Troops move back and forth on 93 all the time, and 95 is how NCR folks come and go from Vegas. No shortage of customers, so long as Legion raids south of here don't get worse anyways.
Yeah, well, I can't promise that. What do you know about the Legion raids, anyway?
Not much. I hear some folks got killed down by Nelson. Or was it Novak? I don't know. If they come up this way, me and Dad'll go someplace else.
Good thinking. Good thinking. And what do they call this place, the 188?
You do know these old roads were numbered, right?
Sure.
We're standing where the 95 and 93 meet. And 95 plus 93 equals 188.
You know, I never thought of that. Anyway, show me what you got for sale, doll.
Have a look.
No booze today, huh, honey? Yeah, don't worry about it then.
Thanks.
Yeah, anytime. I'll catch you later.
Later.
Have some of the harder stuff there. Now you're talking. Hey there.
No offense, but you look like you've traveled a long way down some bad roads. Where'd you come from?
I came up from Good Springs.
Wow, you have come a long way then. I've never been there, but I've met some traders who pass that way. Well, welcome then. I'm Veronica. I live in a hole in the ground.
You live in a hole in the ground?
Well, a bunker, if you want to get technical. I think it sounds more interesting my way. But I'm not there much anymore. I'm usually out here picking up food and supplies for my family, whatever they need.
So just leave your family in a hole in the ground?
Yeah, I'm not worried. They can handle themselves. But somebody has to get the groceries, know what I mean? And actually these days, I think they'd rather have me out here anyway. But that's a whole other story. So listen, can I ask you something on the level?
Ask me anything, go ahead.
I had a run-in with this group calling themselves the Brotherhood of Steel. Pretty strange bunch. Do you know anything about them?
I know who they are, but gotta admit I don't really care about their agenda, technology and all.
Yeah, it's pretty far out, right? Fixating on old technology just doesn't seem very relevant to most people's lives.
Well,
Hey, so where are you headed anyway?
going on a strip with my friend here.
Ooh, very exciting. Gonna strike it rich, huh? I'll be honest. You're the first person I've run across out here that looks like he can really handle himself. There are
Thank you.
places I've never been to that'd be too dangerous for just me. What do you think? Maybe we could travel together, help each other out.
Where are you hoping to go?
Oh, nowhere in particular, really. Just hoping to see more of the world, looking for a fresh perspective. I want to see how different groups have adapted to survive in the Mojave. See if there's something I can learn from.
Well, I'd like to, but my dance card is filled right now.
Aw, you really know how to make a girl feel like a stray cat. But, okay, my offer stands, if we run into each other again.
Yeah, you got it. Stay safe out there, Veronica.
People usually aren't stupid enough to steal like gun runners. Usually.
I always get wary about strange women out here. You know how it goes, right? There she is, kid. The Golden Nugget. Las Vegas. New Vegas, if you would. Been a long time for me. Let's not keep her waiting any longer. Lady Luck, I mean. Yeah, so we'll go in through Camp McCarren. Just follow my lead, like I said. Yeah, I was in a bar one night. Got this NCR guy, this tech sergeant, really drunk. Anyway, he told me there's a train that runs straight to the city. Just gotta go through Camp McCarren. Figured this would always be the way I got in there. Hear other stories about people having to pay a high price just to get in those gates. Pay to get in. You imagine? It's like this place is closed. Permanently. Where you off to, kid? Come on. You never know, right? Okay. You don't look too unfriendly, but still. Already got one robot chasing us around. Silver Rush. They're really quick. Yeah, you're already set and ready to go. Come on, kid. Gotta get in this joint. Oh, look, it's the jackpot. Turn off the moldy oldies. The scotch. Hey, look, a percolator. You only had something to percolate. Oh, there we go. Trick with Vegas, kid. You gotta go in with as much money as you got. You don't always come out with it, though. Oh. Oh, I gotta quit drinking. Come on, kid. Another Repcon place. Alright, it's not far. Alright then. Bit of a fixer-upper, huh? Hold up a minute. So this is Cassidy Yates' caravan, huh? Stay down. Like a big battle over there. Now, this is definitely Cassidy's. I don't think he needs it. Think they took him out? Oh, Jesus. First recon! Oh, here we go. It's like they're everywhere, kid. Take his dog tags back to command. You guys watch this flank. Anything can happen. There's one of the guys right now.
Company.
Nice shot, kid.
Spotted. You're mine.
Like a shooting gallery, eh? Oh boy. Let's get to the camp. Oh, hell of a time for this. Oh, now we're talking. Come on, kid. Hey, kid.
Nice job out there.
Thanks. Sorry about your boy. Taking his tags back to HQ. Stay on your guard over here. Now how long they're gonna buy this for? Camp McCarren. Come on, kid. Howdy, old El Rey. How you doing, Trooper?
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Oh, we won't. Let me take the lead. Just looking to get you some clothes. Trooper? Maybe we'll talk to somebody in charge. See if we can't get a pass. You gotta take a leak. Trooper.
Something I can do for you?
Yeah, Colonel, Hugh? How you doing?
I'm usually good with faces, but I don't think I've seen you here before. What brings you to Camp McCarren?
Reinforcements coming up from, Mojave Outpost. I'm here to provide support. Is there anything I might be able to help you with?
You don't cook by any chance, do you?
No.
Farber's
Well,
doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word.
Really? Any other problems?
Yeah. On top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
Oh, that's not good. I mean, you seem calm given that things are as bad as they are here.
Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands.
Well, I bet I can make that Legion prisoner talk.
I have Lieutenant Boyd on that already, and she's excellent. But I think she's hit a wall. Talk to her if you like. See if she has any use for you. Her office is right above mine, but I think she might be interrogating right now. So she'd be upstairs on the other side of the building.
All right. I'll take a look into it. I think I could also probably look into who's leaking the NCR intelligence in this building.
Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements, and it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
Very well. Things mostly quiet between here and the dam?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately. Sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it, and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there.
Alright. Well, let me go take care of some stuff, and I'll report back to you, Colonel.
Bye.
Sir. What else is new?
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Tell me about it. How you doing?
Did the Colonel send you? I was hoping he might have changed his mind.
Changed his mind about what?
My husband. He's a ranger, and he got murdered by a pack of fiends. Goddamn savages laid his body out to rot.
Jeez.
Brass won't say it to me straight, but they mean to leave Esteban out there. I can see that plain.
Seems strange the NCR wouldn't do their best to retrieve a fallen comrade.
Colonel says he can't spare the men to bring Esteban back home. And the fiends, they put all kinds of mines and traps around his body. Snipers, too.
Alright. No one else will help you?
His best friend, Jackson, tried. Didn't even get permission from his CO, so it could have cost him a lot. But he never came back.
Alright. Well, I'm sorry for your loss. I hope the Colonel reconsiders.
So do I. But I know he won't. Ain't important enough in the scheme of things, you know? Still, thanks for listening.
Sure.
We won't
know what-
go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
You know where I can find the captain? Alright, just ignore him. You know where I can find the captain?
Make yourself at home here. It's cozy. For an airport.
Yeah. Always has been. Hey there. Corporal?
Listen, asshole, I know you're not really an NCR health inspector, so you can cut the restaurant critique routine. And I want my 50 caps back, because I looked it up and there ain't no disease called colorectal implosion syndrome. So I paid you to look the other way for nothing. Wait, you're not... Oh, wow, I'm sorry. You look just like... Never mind, sorry. So what can I serve you up?
Is there a health inspector bothering you?
That's nothing. You just look like the health inspector who stopped through for the yearly inspection a couple of weeks back. I was hoping I wouldn't have to wait another 11 months to see his crooked ass to get my caps back. Ah, well. Anything I can get you?
Yeah. What do you got to eat?
Oh, yeah. You can order up anything you want. As long as it's corn or beans. Just kidding. Haven't you heard? With a few shipments from home and a little variety, the troops are getting restless for some quality grub.
Yeah,
You can
bet.
only do so much as a chef with just corn, beans, onions, and peppers.
Yeah, well, can anything be done to improve your supplies?
Well, we haven't had any quality meat in months. Everyone in the camp just eating beans for protein. It isn't pretty. Some of
it's
my
not.
kitchen machinery is broken down too, so we've been eating mostly raw vegetables. And I'm desperate for spices or seasonings. Anything, just something for the general mood around here.
Oh, what parts are needed to fix your food processor?
Here's the list. We've been scrapping together quick fixes to keep it running for months. I think it finally crapped out and needs a full overhaul. It's the goofy machine behind the counter in the corner next to the stove. I'd be much obliged if you could take a look at it and get it fixed up.
And where might I find these parts?
I don't know. Try the various traders around the waste. Or the pawn shop in West Side might have some parts. Oh, I've heard of a place called House Tools you could check out. It's an old factory on the north side of Vegas. Just a word of warning, though. I hear no one who goes in there comes back out. Could be traps, crazy robots, or who knows what's in that place.
Yeah, alright. And, where should I look for, the meat you need?
It doesn't need to all come from the same source. There are a bunch of different vendors around who sell meat. Fitz, the Nashes, Crimson Caravan. We've never really tried to go out and organize deals with merchants to supply our food. Already having an overstock of food, we haven't needed to. But we really need some good old red meat on the menu soon. So I'm willing to divert some caps in their direction if they're open to supplying us.
What about spices?
The Crimson Caravan would probably be able to arrange a regular shipment, but I don't know of any spices known to improve mood. Hell, we have a whole research department.
Oregano, kid.
One guy's even set up in the main terminal building. They're the ones who ought to be looking into it.
Alright. Let's talk about something else then.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to buy some food.
Chow down.
Pencil. Maybe later, kid. What the hell is this thing need? Pilot light pressure cookers. Oh, a whole bunch of stuff. Alright, you take care. Maybe you do blend in a little bit.
Hello.
Hello. You know where I can find the captain?
Glad you're with us.
Likewise. I'll look for him, I guess. Hey, you know where I can find the captain?
Damn shame about Morales. She enlisted to be closer to her husband.
Yeah, you know help. Come on, kid.
Hey.
How are you?
You look like someone in need of a reliable supplier.
Oh, what kind of supplies did you have in mind?
For you, just the basics. Come back when you're a little more seasoned and maybe we could talk about other options. Bad business if someone hurts themselves using your products, you know. Gets all kinds of unwanted attention.
Alright, what do you got?
Take your pick.
I'll take that. Dino. Alright, that's good.
Another satisfied customer.
Thank you.
Later.
Fine by me.
Need to replace your armor, kid. There you go, now you're stylish. Alright, now we match. Kinda. I'll find this captain guy. I don't think he's in here.
Hey.
How you doing, Trooper? How are you doing?
Boyd's in there with a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
Oh, Boyd's in there? Yeah, I gotta speak to her too. Alright. At ease. Lieutenant,
What is it, soldier?
you need any help in here with the prisoner?
Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
Is that a big deal?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion from Caesar on down will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
What do you think it means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
What about a truth drug?
Don't have anything like that. Sounds nice. Like the kind of thing I'd want to take home and use on my husband. But even if we did, I don't know that I'd be comfortable using it. If there's any risk of overdose, it's not worth it. Asshole's too valuable.
Alright. What about a little, physical justice?
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? I think if you rough him up enough and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
Alright. Why not? Let's get started.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in.
Alright.
Long time no see, Celus.
Lieutenant. I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty.
I need some sauce to do this.
Neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus? If you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Alright. Fair enough. Hey, how you doing, kid?
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
Yeah. Kiss your mother with that mouth?
I must admit that a conversation with an imbecile may be far worse than the kind of torture I was anticipating. But somehow I think I'll manage.
Listen. Silius. Nice name. You're gonna tell me everything you know, kid.
Of course, of course. All you had to do was ask. I'll tell you everything I know. Let's see. I know that you're a brainless cretin. I know that you're wasting your time. I know the lieutenant is going to be disappointed in you. And I know that by this time next month, the streets of New Vegas will be decorated with the decaying heads of NCR soldiers. Is there anything else you wanted to know?
You know what? No. Let's get to this.
I can take anything you've got.
Come on! Eat this!
Come on, kid.
Can't run from me. You like that?
Come on, get up.
Gotta still be here.
Throw a punch, come on. What are you waiting for? Thought you Legion guys knew how to fight.
Nothing yet. Come on!
Come on, get up.
Gotta still be here.
You gotta put your dukes up like this. And you lay in a punch.
Come on!
Would somebody pay you to take a dive? Come on, throw a punch.
Gotta still be here.
All right, you can stop for a second.
All right.
Whoa, easy there. You're supposed to rough him up a little, not kill him. Why don't you step outside a minute? Let off some steam. Nice job.
Sure. Sure. Guy's a paper tiger.
Why don't you wait in the other room while I chat with Silus here?
Alright.
I think my friend doesn't like you, Silus. I don't know how much longer I can keep him under control.
You think this'll make me talk? A beating? This is the best you can do?
Not just... was any beating, Silus. A savage beating. A beating that you'll be reminded of every time you feel pain from now on. When my friend's done with you, you won't have any of your teeth left. You'll be drinking your food through a straw. Your ribs will never heal properly, and it will hurt every time you breathe. It'll be like your collars, Silus. Impossible to forget.
Go to hell.
Huh. Not the sort of wit I've come to expect from you, Silus.
You're getting nothing from me.
I'm getting entertainment. That's something. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna spill your guts to me? Or am I gonna let my friend the maniac back in here for some playtime? Silus. Silent treatment, huh? Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you. Oh, and let me check you for weapons one more time. For your safety as well as his.
Ready for round 2, kid? Huh? You not in a talking mood now?
You hit like a bedridden old woman.
Ah, lucky you. You can borrow my dentures when I knock all your teeth out.
It'll take more than that to get me to talk, worm.
You're mine. Had enough? Come on! Ugh. Nothing yet.
Just stay out there. I got this, punk.
Keep looking. Had enough?
Hey, you fight like Jerry Lewis. You like that?
Can't run from me. Whoa!
It's all in the footwork, kid.
You like that?
Come on, kid. You're wasting my time.
Enough, this is pointless. I'm dead to the Legion either way, I'll tell you what I know. But you should know that Caesar has always kept his own counsel. He never reveals anything that would make him vulnerable. My knowledge will not prevent the inevitable. This camp will be ash within months. Maybe weeks.
I'll be the judge of that. Let's see what you have to say, kid.
Something is wrong with Caesar. Something he is attempting to hide from his men. But it was obvious before we set out on this last mission. For 3 days we awaited his order to dispatch us. 3 days. But he hid in his tent, refusing to give orders, complaining of headaches. He looks different now than he used to. His face is sunken, sickly. But any questioning of his health enrages him.
There must be more you can tell me.
There is one other thing that may interest you. I know that Caesar has planted a spy here. Every night, details of NCR troop movements are broadcast from a radio on this base to Caesar's camp. The spy has been here a long time, since before the entire conflict began. He's an officer. If I knew who he was, I would tell you. If I escape and he's alive to report it, the Legion would hunt me down. But like I said, none of this information will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion.
We'll see about that. Lieutenant?
That was fun to watch. I'd have you do it again, but I'd probably get in trouble. This'll do the NCR a lot of good, so you should be proud. Here's the standard fee. Plus I threw in the price of a good show on the strip. That's from me personally. You can beat up my prisoners anytime.
Yeah, sure. All right, Lieutenant. I'll be seeing you around, ma'am.
Yep. See you around.
Move out. Where is this captain guy? Hello there.
A little busy at the moment, but I can talk.
What is this place?
This? The OSI lab. We don't get many visitors. The smell puts people off, I think.
Yeah,
Nobody ever said science would smell clean and fresh. Anyway, you get used to it if you give it some time.
I doubt it. So you're a scientist, then?
I know I don't sound the part. Get raised by Brahmin ranchers and you never lose the twang. Drives Hildern crazy. But I know every inch of the power grid from Hoover Dam to Shady Sands. That's what we do here. Try to optimize the power output from the dam. Some of the others are working on an agricultural project, but truth be told, they aren't making much progress. Not yet, anyway.
All right. What is your role here?
Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible.
You need any help on anything?
You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though.
Oh, mercenaries? Really? For what reason?
I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research. Not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you.
All right. Maybe I'll go visit him.
Nice to meet you. If you need anything, I'm almost always in the lab.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hello.
How are you?
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
Yeah, that's right.
Wonderful. Straight to it then. Have you signed the release forms? No? Doesn't matter. We'll keep that to ourselves. Vault 22. Where to begin?
I'm listening.
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water, and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible?
Nothing's impossible.
Precisely. Science has proven that truth 1,000 times over. But how many wasteland savages believe it? Present company accepted, of course. The bounty I describe to you is no idle fantasy. It exists in primitive form only a few miles from where we stand. We need only reach out and unlock its secret. For that, the OSI needs you.
All right, tell me more.
Good. I thought I sensed the kindred soul in you, beneath the wasteland veneer. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
All right. Sounds like I'm your man for the job.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Sure. Anything else I should know?
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy, You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course.
Of course. Alright, I'll be seeing you around then.
Best of luck to you. Not that you'll need it. You seem like a reasonably competent person.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... Did he give you a job?
Yeah, he asked me to go get some data from Vault 22.
I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
No, he didn't mention anybody.
But now he's hired you. Which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich. Not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc. But I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
Alright, I'll look for her.
I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it.
Alright. I gotta go now.
Right. Good luck.
Come on. Oh, Captain.
What is it?
Sorry to wake you. I've been looking all over for you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis.
Nice to meet you. The Colonel wanted me to help you look into the recent intelligence leaks.
Smart man. I could use somebody who can operate under the radar around here. Whoever our mole is, he's been slippery. Whenever one of the MPs gets too close, he changes his habits. Our last lead went cold weeks ago.
Alright, where should I start?
You want my advice? Start by talking to people with a lot of eyes in the field. People like Lieutenant Boyd, or Sergeant Contreras, maybe. Careful with Contreras, though. He's not above suspicion himself. Keep me apprised of any leads you get. This guy's gotten a lot of my men killed. I'm just itching to return the favor.
Alright. I'll take care of it, sir.
Later.
Go find Boyd. Hey, Corporal.
When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
I bet.
You got something to say, or do you always look like that?
You know that computer doesn't work, and you're not even typing on it. Anyway.
You're back.
I am. Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Now, what kind of MP would I be if I didn't notice anything suspicious? I've had soldiers go AWOL, break-ins, thefts, you name it.
Tell me about the break-ins.
Maybe break-in isn't the right word. We didn't find signs of forced entry, but I've had reports of someone sneaking into the control tower at night. It's probably just a meeting spot for a steamy military base love affair. Kids today. But it bothers me that they didn't break in. It means they have an access code. Most soldiers around the base don't have that.
Would you be willing to give me the control tower access key so I could check it out?
Sure, if you want to investigate. It's not like there's anything to steal up there, just a bunch of old communications equipment. If you can find out any more, I'd be interested to hear it. There's something about this I really don't like, and if I weren't tied up here, I'd be staking it out personally.
Alright. Who's missing, by the way?
Well, there's Anders. He's a ranger. That one's not suspicious so much as worrisome. He left on a dangerous assignment. Colonel Shu sent him out. Now I think he feels guilty not having any way to check up on him.
Anyone else missing?
Yeah. The man I'm more interested in is Corporal White. White had a lot of promise. Wanted to be a ranger as bad as anyone I've seen. But he also had some extracurricular activities going. Now he's gone.
I'll see what I can find out about Corporal White for you then.
Word around the base is he'd been going regularly to visit a hooker named Dazzle at Gamora. That's a casino on the Strip. Classy place. His belongings are up in the barracks in the concourse building. First bunk on your left if you're facing it from the center. I haven't had a chance to look through his things yet, so that might be a good place to begin.
Alright. You said there's been some thefts.
Not the kind of things you like to see go missing. No witnesses yet. I've got my money on Sergeant Contreras, who's supposed to be in charge of distribution, the little weasel. But he's too slick to let anyone catch him doing it. We've searched his possessions a dozen times. Nothing.
Alright, I'll keep an eye out for missing supplies.
Good. The more guns you can recover, the more I'll be able to use to shoot Contreras for being inept.
Alright, let me go follow these leads.
Yep. See you around.
We won't go quietly.
How do we get the control tower? Oh, God. It doesn't look like anything. Let's check that tower.
Hello.
How you doing? Oh, there's the monorail. Come on, kid. There's a control tower. All right. There's all kinds of radio equipment up here. If I wanted to contact the Legion, this would be the place. There's nobody here now. Maybe we should stake it out. Terrible at this. There we go. Had to be thief. Now Reynolds. 1213, 1216. $1807. Log truncated. 18. Yeah, 18 would be 18. Alright, you know what, kid? I'm at an old-fashioned stakeout. What do you think? Come back later tonight. Eavesdrop on him. I gotta get more scotch anyway.